Need some coins for golden tickets? Head on over to rockbottomcoins.com for the safest and cheapest coins anywhere. Use code Zirksee at checkout for a 10% discount on your order.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What is going on, guys? It is Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today we have a deep dive into the Madden NFL 19 franchise. Now, I gotta say, there is a ton of information to go over for the franchise mode, and honestly, I'm more of an ultimate team type of guy, but franchise, when you get time, you know, if you're really bored ultimate team, like right now, is kind of the time when I might start taking a little bit of a dive into it and, you know, start playing a little bit. But for you guys that play franchise the entire way, this video is more for you, so experience franchise in a whole new way. Step into your coach's office and build your team into a dynasty. Upgrade your players, balance your scheme, and make decisions about your depth chart to impact your success on the field. After your game, visit your players in the locker room and slap a captain's badge or patch on these superstars. Back in your office, soak up the best snapshots from the game on your TV and in the news, which I think is a really cool feature they added in, which I really hope that they do an ultimate team with the snapshots that make it a lot easier for thumbnails. Gotta say that for sure. Find the hidden gem that fits your scheme and see your next superstar revealed on the stage. So we have a new player archetype progression. Madden NFL 19 introduces a new way to progress and classify your players in franchise with the archetype progression system. Each position is now broken up into 2 to 4 styles used to grade the player. For example, the quarterback position now has 4 styles: Field General, Scrambler, Strong Arm, and West Coast. Now obviously, you're going to have to take that into effect if you're running a certain type of offense. If you're running a, quarterback, you like to throw the deep pass, you probably want to have the strong arm quarterback. Of course, the Scrambler, if you like using like Mike Vick and Mutt, Scrambler's probably your guy. Field General, not really too sure what that would be. And of course, West Coast, kind of like Alex Smith, the short throws. Matt Ryan may be an 88 overall West Coast, but only a 78 overall Scrambler. Deshaun Watson may be an 82 overall Scrambler, but only a 79 West Coast. These archetype overalls make it easier to evaluate a player's strengths and weaknesses. You guys can see Matt Ryan right here. West Coast 88 overall, Field General 86, Strong Arm 82, and Scrambler 78. Now West Coast says throw quick underneath throws to keep the chains moving and open up big plays off of play action. Top skills, play action, throw short, and throw medium. So definitely pretty self-explanatory there. Earn skill points by acquiring enough XP for a player to level up. XP is earned during gameplay, training, and awards. Once you've earned a skill point, spend it on one of the player archetypes to upgrade that overall for the archetype by a full point, which of course will, I'm sure, upgrade certain attributes on the player. So of course, you upgrade the West Coast, you're going to get better play action, throw short, and throw medium for a QB. At the end of each game, you're presented with all the players that have skill points that are ready to upgrade. Let's say you want to upgrade Matt Ryan's West Coast, it's currently an 88, so spending one skill point will increase his individual player ratings, which will elevate his West Coast to an 89. This time, the West Coast upgrade awarded +1 play action and deep accuracy and +2 to short. If he got a second skill point, he could receive 1 more to play action, short, and throw power. The number of rating points earned from each upgrade varies, but they will always move you up 1 overall point in the selected archetype. Next up, you see is Stephon Diggs, a 93 overall, and that's his deep threat. He got an agility, 2 catch in traffic, 2 deep route running, it appears, which, if you didn't know, that's kind of a new thing this year with short route running, medium route running, and deep route running, jumping, and also released Stephon Diggs. Archetype per position, so this is actually pretty cool. So, quarterback, you have Strong Arm, Scrambler, West Coast, and Field General. Halfbacks, we have power back, elusive back, and receiving back. Fullback, you have blocking and utility, so blocking or kind of, actually running with the ball or catching the ball. Wide receiver, deep threat, possession, red zone threat, and slot receiver. Tight end, vertical threat, possession, and blocking. Offensive lineman, you have agile guys, power blockers, and pass protectors. Defensive linemen, you have run stoppers, speed rushers, and also power rushers. When it comes to middle linebackers, Field General, pass coverage, and run stopper. Outside linebacker, pass coverage, run stopper, speed rusher, and power rusher. And then cornerbacks, man-to-man, zone, and slot. And then finally, you have safeties and kickers, which is zone coverage, run support, and hybrid. And then you have accurate and power kickers and punters. So definitely a lot of different archetypes. And honestly, I think it's kind of cool. I want to see what someone would look like completely chemmed out on everything, like deep threat, possession, red zone threat, and slot receiver, wide receiver. Probably takes a lot of XP to get all those. Coach Scheme Fit. So your coach's scheme matters more this year thanks to the Scheme Fit feature. Build your team with players that match your scheme, and they will develop faster, giving you more success on the field. That's actually pretty cool. Start by choosing an offensive and defensive scheme. To make your decision easier, scroll through the available schemes to see how many players on your roster are a scheme fit. Each scheme looks for a specific player archetype for each position. For example, the West Coast Zone Run scheme looks for agile offensive linemen. All offensive linemen that are agile have a puzzle piece scheme fit icon denoting they're a match. This helps you find the players that best fit your team. The scheme fit icon is visible in free agent bidding, trading, scouting, drafting, and more. Now you guys can take a look at the schemes. Kyle Shanahan, kind of a West Coast guy, obviously. Quarterback, looks like you have 3 out of 3 for that. Wide receivers, though, you only have 3 out of 6 for the possession type. Same thing with center and also right tackle. Now we'll keep going down. Change your scheme at any point for full control over how to build your team. Draft a stud strong arm QB in the first round and want to maximize his development. Simply switch to a vertical power run or vertical zone run offense and start building your team around him. So honestly, that's pretty interesting. You can kind of just go ahead and change your scheme whenever you want. If you get a new player, say you trade for like Aaron Rodgers and you're running a run first type offense, obviously you're going to want to change that and develop Aaron Rodgers even more. I'm sure he's probably a 99 overall. You can't develop him anymore. Here's a full list of the offensive and defensive schemes this year. So the offensive schemes, we have West Coast Zone Run, West Coast Power Run, Vertical Zone and Power, Multiple Zone and Power, Spread, and Run and Shoot. Now on the defensive side, of course, you have Base 4-3, Multiple 4-3, Base 3-4, and Multiple 3-4, along with Tampa 2 and the 4-6 defense. Then we also have the Draft Class Creator. The number one requested feature by the communities here, get ready to create and share draft classes using Madden Share. So this is actually pretty cool. You can actually put in whoever you want. You can put yourself in. You could put, if you want to just create any, like literally any character you want, you put Uncle Rico in the game, you can go ahead and do that. Create and sharing a draft class is easy. Start with an auto-generated class and edit as much or as little as you want. While in the main scouting menu, press the Edit Players button to kick off the process. Choose to edit the current class or import/download another one. If you edit the current class, then you'll be taken to a spreadsheet and that reveals everything about the 450 players in here. You guys can see right there the overalls of all the players, the ages of them. When you access the Draft Class Creator, a transaction log item is sent to other people in your league. Know that you saw the full draft class. The transaction log is also notified each time a player is edited so that others can keep track of who you are changing. So you guys can see you can actually upgrade basically any single thing, which is kind of cool, but also it's kind of interesting because honestly I feel like it's funner if you don't touch the ratings on the players. Your team now has a specialist section with 7 depth chart positions. These positions ensure the right players run the field at the right time. You guys can see the team right there: D.D. Westbrook, T.J. Yeldon, Leonard Fournette, Calais Campbell, Dante Fowler, basically the Jaguars defense. Nickel and dime defenses now use rush left end, rush defensive tackles, rush right end, sub linebacker, and slot cornerback positions. That's another thing you got to keep in fact is that now there's a ton of more positions when it comes to Ultimate Team and also in franchise. The slot wide receiver depth chart position will be the best players on your team using the slot receiver rule. Of course, Danny Amendola going to be the highest slot receiver for the Dolphins. It will not be wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2, tight end 1 or halfback 1 unless their archetype is slot receiver. Power halfback using goal line formations and other heavy sets as your running back. That's pretty cool. Third down running back now uses the receiving back overall. Your third down running back will come in on third down for many formations. Some playbooks even have your third down running back coming in on shotgun formations for other downs too. Kick returners and punt returners get some love as well. The CPU will never have a starting halfback, wide receiver, cornerback, or safety as a kick returner. This means that guys like Antonio Brown will be back there during punts, but won't see the field during kickoffs. Player ratings: 11 fresh ratings have been added to help differentiate players and bring to life the archetype system. For example, the new run block finesse and pass block finesse ratings will be featured on agile linemen. As you guys can see right here, Golden Take. It looks like he has, kind of hard to see exactly what it says, but you can see break tackle determines broken tackle success for ball carriers versus standard tackles. Break sack determines whether the QB will escape a sack inside the pocket, throw under pressure. Run block power. You guys can see all this. I'll stick it right here so you guys can go back and read over it if you want to. Deep route running, of course. Running deep routes, medium route running, you basically get the point. Immersive environments. So here we're unleashing the power of Frostbite and franchise with the addition of immersive environments. While playing as a coach or owner, you'll Ooh, okay, so you'll be exploring your coach's office. If your coach has won a Super Bowl, you'll see a Lombardi trophy on the shelf. That is pretty dang cool, honestly. Next up, you guys see Odell Beckham Jr. right here. If you're playing as a player, you see your player in a locker room as he prepares for his next game. Definitely pretty cool. The draft is also pretty dang cool right there. In addition, you'll experience the NFL draft in Madden in a new way. The draft stage presents which team is on the clock and who the previous pick was on giant video boards. That is awesome. And also, you can see right there now they do the little star thing or whatever you guys go with. Snapshots. We want you to live in your franchise and want to help you tell the stories of each game. You can see a wide receiver running the route right there. And honestly, snapshot's pretty cool. Team captains. Now this is awesome. You guys can see to address another top community request. Team captains can now be added and removed from the roster. You can have up to 6 captains per team. The captain's patch will appear in game or on the player's uniform. Each starter notes how long they've been captain. Not all teams allow for stars to be shown on the uniform, but all captains have a star icon visible on the field. This feature will let you quickly identify the top players on the opposing team. Regression, of course, age and development, they will go down. Dynamic development trait, a player's development trait experiences how much XP they earn. So, of course, normal, quick star, and superstar. That kind of determines exactly how much XP they're going to be earning. But that is all the information we have on the new franchise mode in Madden 19. Honestly, there is a ton of info on it, and I usually don't play franchise, but I might just have to start. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff going on. But if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. If you guys haven't seen any of my other information videos on Madden 19 or even the Madden 19 gameplays, make sure to check that out. I still am uploading some Madden 18, some squad builders, some content. Wherever you guys want to see, I probably have it up on the channel. So if you enjoyed the video, smack the like button, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys next time.